All right, welcome back, and we're still celebrating the 1.5 anniversary. Tomorrow we get story 2, so it's gonna be exciting. But today I wanted to do a quick video, especially for new players. I wanted to do a quick guide on all the ways you can get gems, because even to this day, even though I'm in end game content, I still have a lot of ways that I get gems. And I know I got shafted, but I'm already at 10k gems, so I'm actually in a pretty good spot right now, especially for saving. But before we talk about that, let's see what we get for the free once a day pull, right? Who knows? Maybe today's the day that I'll get the crown copy and I don't have to waste a pity. Copium? Probably. But let's see. Let's see. Come on. I'm feeling it today. So, it's a nice start to the week. Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on, give it. You know you want to give it to me. Come on. Oh, it's not gonna happen. It's just gonna be a purple. No, it's no fake out. But we got a niece, so it's fine, I guess. It's fine. It's fine. Can't be too greedy about it. But I wanted to talk about some ways that everybody can farm gems. So first things first, I'll show you in the event where you can get gems specifically. It's just gonna be really quick because it's not much, but you do get gems from this. So quick word of advice: when it comes to getting gems in the event, your best bet to get gems is going to be from on the bottom right. You see the mini map. You see the 16 out of 16. These are called lost relics. You gotta find these lost relics around the map, and it could be different. It could be event currency, it could be event OSTs, it could be gems, and it would probably be like 50 per, whatever you find, right? But that's still gems that you can find and that you're leaving gems on the table for. So make sure you're doing that and making sure you're doing everything here, the dailies and all. Outside of the event though, there are plenty of ways, so let's get to it. First things first though, we're going to go to the outpost because the outpost has a lot of different ways that you can get gems. So outside of everything else, in the outpost, you can get gems from the bulletin board. For instance, I just dispatched, and as you can see, I'm going to get 55 gems for today. I'll have 55 gems for today. And it could be random. You could get more, you could get less, who knows? It's random, right? But still, that's free gem income right there. And another way that you can get gems is actually in the command center with advising Nikkes. And this is important. This is important. Because when you advise Nikkes, you unlock their character stories. And when you unlock their character stories, every time you watch an episode, you get 50 gems for watching their episode. There are 5 episodes per Nikke, totaling to 250 gems. So imagine 250 gems times how many Nikkes I have, right? That's a lot. And currently I have about about almost 2k gems here worth of stories that I need to watch. So I'm a little behind, but this is a really good way of accumulating a lot of gems. Not only that though, but when Side Story had a little bit of gems, I think it was only like 10 gems for watching Side Story and stuff and just watching the chapters unfold. But that's still extra currency. For both Jukebox and Lost Relics, I won't spoil a lot. However, when it comes to actual relic info, for instance, Chapter 2, you collect all 3. If you collect all the relics, you do get a reward. You do get gems for this. So make sure you're collecting all the lost relics throughout the campaign chapters, because you're just leaving extra gems on the table. And some of those lost relics can include jukebox music. And let's say, for instance, for Unknown, if I collect 8 pieces or whatever, maybe 10, 12, 14, I get 50 gems per. Now, some of this is difficult because some of them will be in the normal campaign, but some of them will also be in hard campaign. And that's pretty much endgame whale push. So it can be tough to try to collect everything. But once again, that's still just gem income on the table that I'm letting you know about. So outside of the command center, when you complete Liberation, it'll be in the elevator section when you unlock it. And Rehabilitation for both Heretics and normal Nikkes will have stories to unlock. So instead of doing bond stories, you'll just actually watch scenarios to help rehabilitate Nikkes. So for instance, I already rehabilitated them, so you can't see it, but there are 5 scenarios that you watch, and each of those you get the 50 gems for. This is a longer process. This could take like 2 months, 3 months, maybe even shorter if you choose to use gems. I don't recommend it. But this is another way that you can unlock some gems while also unlocking a Nikke that you want. So make sure you're aware of that. And then don't forget that there's another. I'm not going to spoil it. It's for a heretic. Enough said. Now, outside of the outpost, what do we get right away when you're at the main screen? Unfortunately, outpost defense, you don't get gems. You don't get gems. So that's a bummer. However, you go to the cash shop. Even though this is the cash shop, you get a good OST. But you get daily, and it's 10 gems per day. Still though, you know, I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but when you add it up, you still get a good bit for the month, right? When you get the daily 10 gems constantly. Every week though, you get 50 gems and 5 purple mold. Not a lot, but still it adds up. And every start of the month, like today for instance, you get 100 gems and 10 purple mold. Once again, it's not a lot, especially for a monthly, but it all adds up, right? That's what you want to do. And now you can also, if you want, this is not free to play, but you can also choose, if you want, you can choose the 30-day supply of gems. This is probably your best bang for your buck. $5, you get 100 gems every day, and you get 330 gems for buying this. I buy this, obviously. I feel like it's your best benefit, in my opinion. But let's say you're free to play and you're not worrying about that. We don't talk about that garbage then. No problem. There are plenty of other ways. So let's say you're just pushing campaign. Well, pushing campaign, you actually do get a bit of gems. For instance, I haven't started the new chapters, but you do get gems. And late game, you only get 10 gems per, unfortunately. But I remember early on, I think it was 50 gems. And there are side quests that you do within the campaign that also give you gems for completing the missions and stuff. So it benefits you to complete all the side content in the campaign and missions and stuff. So make sure you're doing that. Every time you do dailies, you get 100 gems. So that's another 100 gems that you get per day. And then if you complete your weeklies, you get 300 gems. Plus you get 1 voucher, blue voucher. So that's 1 pull. So make sure you're doing that because that's a lot of gems on the table for the weekly. And then for challenges, let's say you're completing challenges and stuff. When you get to a certain challenge requirement cap, you get 200 gems per. So I have to do a bunch of quests that I'm close to finishing in the challenges, and I'll be able to unlock the 380, and then I'll get 200 gems for that. So you'll also get gems there. And I believe if you're new and you're doing the day by day, I think there are gem opportunities in there as well. So there's a lot of different gem opportunities for you right now, especially where Nikke is currently at. Now, outside of the campaign, outside of the cash shop, outside of the outpost, what do we have left? Well, we're actually going to want to look at the Ark because there's a lot of opportunities here. So I'm just going to get one out the way, personally. If you're not interested in PvP, then you're going to want to ignore all of this. So, Rookie Arena, you just get arena tickets and it doesn't have any value for currency. However, Special Arena, you do get currency. For instance, I'm top 10 in my server, and I get about, every 2 weeks I get about 2,000 gems because of this. Now, I'm also late game. I'm pretty much end game veteran. I have a high level account, a lot of PvP favored Nikkes. So I'm in a good spot that I don't really have to worry about PvP that much because I maintain my spot. So it's free currency for me. However, since you're starting out, it might be a struggle. But still try to give it a go because no matter what you get, you still get some free gems regardless. Because I'm pretty sure in the reward info, wherever you're at, you do start getting some gems when it comes to the rankings and stuff. And I think that's really important because the season end rewards, no matter where you're at, you'll still get 300. And that's still something. So you don't want to leave it on the table. Even if you don't like PvP, still just try to do it because that's still 300 gems you're going to get regardless, right? So outside of PvP, because I know a lot of people don't really care about it because it's very, very whale favored. let's talk about Lost Sector. So Lost Sector has a lot of different favors. So you'll unlock this throughout the campaign when you start playing to unlock these sectors. And now these Lost Sectors, they're fun. You basically play with the chibi models of the Nikkes, and you clear these little areas that are kind of like a maze, and you fight your way through them to clear. And then this is also how you get harmony cubes to enhance your Nikkes even further. But one of the bigger benefits, in my opinion, when it comes to clearing these Lost Sectors is that you get a lot of pulls, you get some currency, you get some core dust, but you also get gems from this. And then if you complete it 100%, you get 500 gems. That's a lot of gems for free. So imagine adding all these 500s up, you get a good bit, and then now I get another 2, so that's another 1,000 in the future for me, which is crazy. That's a lot. So make sure you're doing the Lost Sector and you keep up with it and try to push it as much as you can. Now, for beginners, I think Tribe Tower is where you'll get a lot of currency if you're in a good spot. Because every time you do Tribe Tower, normal Tribe Tower, you can use whatever Nikkes you want. And every time you push, you get 50 gems, but you get 100 gems if you complete every 5th stage and every 10th stage. So let's say 245, I'll get 100 gems. 250, I'll get 100 gems. And every other stage, I get 50. So that's a lot of gems that I've been getting for free just from clearing this. And obviously, over time, building up and pushing more and more. It gets more difficult as you push because the squad power cap is real. And I think they raised it to like 550 or something like that. And that's just complete, like, you don't have to worry about that. That's just whale. That's just complete whale territory right there. But even for me, I still struggle to push right now in the 200s. But beginning, I think the more you push and the more progress you have for your account, the further you'll get, the more gems you'll get. So make sure you're trying to increase your squad power as much as you can. Same thing goes for Elysian, Missilus Tower, and Pilgrim Tower, and Tetra. Because these ones are more difficult because you have to have those specific manufacturing Nikkes. But the same rule applies. 50 gems per whatever you do, 100 gems every 5 and 10. But the catch is that you need those manufacturers. So, for instance, this is my team right now, and actually, I've been meaning to change this real quick, so I'm just going to change it like that. But anyway, this is my team I have. It's not the best team. My squad power is lower than I want to, but this is where I'm at. And you could probably push still as much as you can. I still think you should give it a go because maybe you won't have all the Nikkes you can. And I'm saying that with experience because I remember during Pilgrim Tower, I only had Haran for a long time. And I don't even use Haran anymore. But I remember I only had Haran. And then when Moderna's Pilgrim banner came out, then that was my first other Nikke. So I only had 2 in here. And I was trying to push as much as I could because I wanted to get gems and stuff. So try to keep doing this and try to get those gems. It can be difficult, especially with the squad power cap. But still try to push this for as much gems as you can. Now, outside of all of this, we still get gem codes here and there, mostly for big events, and they tend to expire, so I apologize if I provide a gem code and they expire. But I just wanted to provide as much help as I could in terms of trying to get resources outside of pulls, because at the end of the day, our gems are also useful for any banners. So that's it from me. Just wanted to give a quick little guide in terms of getting resources, especially for currency. I hope you guys are having a lovely day, having fun with the event. You guys have a great day, good night, wherever you're from. Take care, and goodbye.